terrific clash in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nixon. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Connecticut's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Looking to pass, it's Fagnano. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Brings it out to the 16.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up third down.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Willis. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
On your own 20.
Fair enough. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got it behind the line. It's Willis. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it! To the end zone! Touchdown, Orange! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the finisher an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using the quick game.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Fagnano. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. Touchdown, Syracuse. A great catch and run for 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year is not taking long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in a nice spot when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Gill. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Nixon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that.
And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not putting it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Got it near midfield. And the returner goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans. A year ago, as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing, the Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying...
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
UConn will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Orange.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hand off from the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got the quick pass. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Smashes through the... And another broken tackle. He's brought down with a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this run.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bears the pressure. And as he throws, it falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UConn!
Touchdown, UConn.
Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Touch pass on the right. Plows through the defense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross Simmons. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's when you expect him to make it his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. UConn quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And on 3rd down, they're running the field goal unit out there. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops. That's where the offense will set up shop. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Power football with the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs.
Touchdown, Syracuse! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's caught. It's Bell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The play-action fake. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots. They're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Fights off a defender.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Handoff to the lone back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It'll be 3rd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Made a defender miss. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw again. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gibbs.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. I think, well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
For the offense.
The give on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
He's brought down.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively,
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense did call on that loose football, but it won't matter much. They turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
what a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he puts through the extra point. We We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
And the ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat, it's been that kind of day for this defense.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Murphy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UConn going back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hicks. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And nowhere to run on that play.
But not all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, at the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Gain of 7.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Gain of 20.
This UConn offense really has it going.
First down.
Give to Brown. Got a little space. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quickly complete. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Number 18.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.